welcome. I know that you've just shared with us your presentation in the last meeting that we had today in the Ciência 2017. The meeting is starting now, it's finishing now, and you were one of the last person sharing your thoughts and knowledge with us. Could you please tell us your name, the university that you work for, and what brought you here today?
Okay, my name is John Shen. I'm a full professor at Carnegie Mellon University. I'm actually physically located at Carnegie Mellon's Silicon Valley campus. So I just came from San Francisco. The main purpose for my visit at this conference is Carnegie Mellon University and Portugal has a joint program. So there's a partnership between Carnegie Mellon and over a dozen universities in Portugal. In this joint program, we have PhD students, master students that essentially get dual degrees, and they spend half their time in Portugal and half the time in the U.S.
And to do what?
The whole idea is to allow these partner universities to work together on research of mutual interest. And Carnegie Mellon has become a multinational. We have campuses in different parts of the world other than in Silicon Valley. And the main reason is that if you look at the digital world, it's actually boundaryless. We all live in a very tightly knit global digital village, and events that occur thousands of miles away is known within seconds to the rest of the world. And so when it comes to research, innovation in academia, we believe that there needs to be these collaboration partnership globally.
And what is your field of expertise? What are you researching on?
My area of expertise is in experimental computer systems. There's two main areas of interest. One is what is the next major wave of computers, mass market computers. I have spent some time in the industry. I have spent a number of years at Intel, spent a number of years at Nokia. So my personal interest is in the mobile computing. And in the mobile computing area, we have come to depend on two devices, the laptop and the smartphone. The question is that, what is the next new computer? And I believe that this is the computer that will be in all the future vehicles.
So our next will be in our cars.
Yes.
What will change with that?
The key advantage with your own personal computer in your car is that for a smartphone, we're limited by the battery capacity. So the computer in your smartphone can only consume up to 3 watts of power. The laptop is limited by 25 watts. But in a car, you can use up to 100 watts. So you can have a very powerful computer inside every vehicle. And that vehicle is also connected to the rest of the internet via 5G wireless connectivity. And so you have a new powerful personal computer that is more powerful than your laptop, more powerful than your smartphone, and is equally mobile as the other two devices.
Are you saying that we will spend more time in our cars?
Not necessarily, but the computer that you have in your car could become the most important computer that you own. And the reason is because it can talk to both your laptop as well as your smartphone. And so for many of us, we are never more than Wi-Fi distance from our cars. Now, of course, we are never more than Bluetooth distance from our smartphones. But if we are spending most of our days within Wi-Fi distance from our car, then your car computer can be your Wi-Fi access point everywhere you go.
So what will be the advantage?
Now, the real advantage is saying that if you have a powerful computer in your car, it can now not only provide internet services directly from your car, but your car can also become a very powerful sensing platform. Not only provide GPS location of where you're at, but also the environment, air quality, noise, and if you have cameras, you can provide imageries of your environment. And the question now, the most interesting question is that what if all of these vehicles that are roaming in our cities can work together and function as a highly mobile and distributed sensing platform that allows everyone in the network to join in? Could that be the next evolution of the internet? Now we can have actual access from one vehicle to another vehicle anywhere in the world and be able to then see what they see there.
Our eyes in another place.
Yes.
How futuristic is that, or how real or present is this?
It's quite real. I think what we need is to make sure that this new internet is like the old internet, meaning that it doesn't have any central control and it's open. It allows everyone to access.
Like the World Wide Web.
Right, and then it becomes a new platform for everyone to develop new application services that can live on this platform. For example, if I have essentially a live version of the Google Street View, for example, instead of looking at images that are maybe several months old, what if the images that I'm seeing is actually only several minutes old?
It's completely different.
Right, and then open this up as a platform for services. Every business can post daily specials that can be visible anywhere. Yes.
And how is Portugal helping on this?
Well, because of this Carnegie Mellon University and Portugal program, we have a number of projects that are actually being presented at this conference that are part of this joint research program. And I have actually personally hosted a number of early startups from Portugal that came to visit us, and we helped them to connect with companies in the Silicon Valley as well as venture capitalists in Silicon Valley. And it was fascinating to see what these very young companies are thinking of. And since we this global digital village that we all live in, for example, even the malicious hackers, they sometimes involve people from very different parts of the world working together. Well, we should do the same for developing especially valuable services that have societal benefits, and be able to do that from different places and working together. So the other point I want to make is that the one research area that we're focusing on is human mobility within the urban environment, and how we can use technology to help not only benefit commuters, for people, but also for society, by reducing the number of vehicles on the road, by reducing air pollution. And this involves collaboration between computer scientists, data scientists, even social scientists and behavioral scientists. And it also requires involvement with people who are involved in public policy. So this new research, and there's obviously security and privacy issues, and so it requires very researchers from very diverse domains to work together.
So what you're saying is that mobility, human mobility, is changing or can change because
Well, human
of digital
mobility
computing?
human mobility is a global problem in all the major urban areas in the world. So how do you solve that? And one example that I gave in my talk was, can we leverage these new ride-sharing services? You know, many of these ride-sharing services are trying to do what they call ride pooling by combining multiple ride requests in real time to reduce the number of vehicles needed and to reduce the total travel distance. And from our results, based on real data from a ride-sharing service, we see that we can actually reduce the total travel distance by 16% and reduce the total vehicle count by 30%. So both of those can contribute to societal good in terms of reducing fuel consumption, reducing air pollution, as well as alleviating traffic congestions. So here is leveraging private enterprise to benefit both people as well as society. And ride pooling is an example where everyone wins. It allows these ride-sharing services to be more profitable. It allows the users the cost to be less expensive, and it benefits society in areas that I have just mentioned.
And it will benefit people not only economically, but also in their health.
Right.
Okay, is there any other message that you want to leave here?
No, it's been great to visit Portugal. I've been to Barcelona many times, but for some reason never been to Portugal.
Now that you have all this
Yes.
collaboration,
Yes,
it will
we hope
happen.
to, especially the Silicon Valley campus. Carnegie Mellon has many campuses, and I am one of the senior faculty at the Silicon Valley campus, so I'd like to see more of students from Portugal spend time not in Pittsburgh, but also in Silicon Valley.
So we'll look forward to that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're finishing up here. Thank
All
you.
right. Appreciate it.